Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a peek outside that beautiful weather window from today, and no complaints out there weather-wise for March 2nd. We did see quite a few high clouds out there as we look down at Rocky Reach Dam. That's from our Omi Gardens Sky-Fi Tower camera. And beautiful day with temperatures well above where we should be today. In fact, 10 degrees above where we should be for most places. And with that warm weather and all the snow, that could mean some flooding. So be very careful if you are traveling around this week. Don't go through flooded areas. Just 12 inches of water, fast moving water, can carry you a small car away, and also an SUV can be carried away in just 18 to 24 inches of water. So with all this warm weather, be very, very careful out there. And we'll have much more weather to talk about coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A $250 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of the person or persons responsible for shooting a dog in the head and then leaving it to die last week in Wenatchee. This week, Washington State is expected to surpass 5,000 deaths attributable to COVID-19. And almost 4,900 people in Okanagan County are now fully vaccinated for coronavirus. And now Confluence Health wants to step up the pace with a new weekly clinic. But first, our top story tonight. East Wenatchee police arrested a man and a woman over the weekend who they say were involved in a string of recent crimes in both Douglas and Chelan counties. It apparently started with a February 22nd vehicle prowl on 11th Street in East Wenatchee in which a credit card was stolen. The stolen credit card was then used to purchase about $280 worth of merchandise at 3 East Wenatchee businesses. Police say Friday the same male suspect walked out of the Buckle in the Wenatchee Valley Mall with $720 worth of stolen jeans. When told to stop, the man reportedly told store employees, quote, "Touch me and I'll sue," unquote. The employees took pictures of the suspect's car, which was spotted by an officer on Sunday in the East Wenatchee Safeway parking lot. The woman's suspect was sitting in the vehicle as the male suspect unsuccessfully attempted to flee on foot. Police say a search warrant on the vehicle turned up evidence from 6 local cases and 2 others from vehicle prowls in Wenatchee. In addition, police say they found a syringe loaded with a suspected narcotic in the vehicle. The unidentified suspects are believed to have ties to the Moses Lake area. A $250 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of the person or persons responsible for shooting a dog in the head and leaving it to die last week in Wenatchee. Wenatchee Valley Animal Care and Control said a couple walking their dog found the well-groomed Shih Tzu type dog last Thursday near Orondo Avenue and Alaska Street. A veterinarian later determined the dog had been shot twice. It was taken to the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society where it died from its injuries. Anyone with information is asked to contact Animal Care and Control, and that number is 888-7283. Well, this week, Washington State is expected to surpass 5,000 deaths attributable to COVID-19. As of Friday, just over 4,900 deaths from the virus had been recorded by the State Department of Health. It was a little over a year ago, on February 29, 2020, when the state's first death from the pandemic was announced. Even so, Washington is roughly 6 from the bottom in terms of coronavirus death rates. The CDC says only Oregon, Vermont, Minnesota, Utah, and Alaska have a lower rate of deaths as a proportion of their population. Well, almost 4,900 people in Okanagan County are now fully vaccinated for coronavirus. Confluence Health wants to step up the pace with a new weekly clinic. Beginning Wednesday, the Confluence Health Clinic in Omak will administer COVID-19 shots by appointment. In the current phase, only those 65 or older or people 50 and older living in multi-generational housing are eligible for the vaccine. There are about 32,500 adult residents in Okanagan County, meaning roughly 15% have received both their needed shots. Coming up next, a wildfire bill pushed by 12th District State Senator Brad Hawkins heads to the State House of Representatives after passing the Senate unanimously last Friday. Plaintiffs want domestic sheep grazing stopped on national forest land until a lawsuit over bighorn disease is heard. And it's not a formal announcement, but 2020 Washington governor candidate Loren Culp says he's exploring whether to run for Congress against Dan Newhouse. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Traditional values and innovation in honoring the life of each family we serve is part of the ministry of Heritage Memorial Chapel. Our staff is committed to walk with your family with compassion through this time of grief. We are here to help and here to serve, the right kind of help when you need it most. Heritage Memorial Chapel.
You love to help others. You need a solid career. You can have it all with help from Charter College. Our 10-month medical assistant program prepares you to work in healthcare settings like physician offices, rehab centers, and clinics. You'll learn to take patient vitals, assist with exams, administer injections, and maintain medical records. When you're ready to launch a rewarding healthcare career, visit chartercollege.edu because we work to get you to work.
Welcome back. In another news, a wildfire bill pushed by 12th District State Senator Brad Hawkins heads to the State House of Representatives after passing the Senate unanimously last Friday. Senate Bill 5158 adopts recommendations from a state task force on how local utilities should coordinate with the Department of Natural Resources to plan for and respond to fire incidents. Utilities and PUDs in Washington are often at risk of losing equipment to wildland blazes, and sometimes their equipment has contributed to those fires. Conservation groups suing over the health of bighorn sheep in Washington's national forests want all domestic sheep grazing on that land to stop until their federal lawsuit is resolved. The Wild Earth Guardians and the Western Watersheds Project filed suit in November, saying that grazing allotments in the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest were spreading bacterial pneumonia to native bighorn sheep. The plaintiffs filed a new request last week to halt the practice, noting past outbreaks have forced wildlife officers to euthanize native sheep near Ellensburg and elsewhere. The suit says 4 herds are at risk from grazing practices in the national forest, amounting to almost half the state's wild bighorn population. A federal judge in Spokane will hear arguments coming up next month. Well, it's not a formal announcement, but 2020 Washington governor candidate Loren Culp says he's exploring whether to run for Congress against Dan Newhouse. Culp, a conservative Republican who lost to Jay Inslee last year by a margin of 56 to 43%, says Newhouse and fellow Congress member Jamie Herrera Butler betrayed the Constitution when they voted in January to impeach then-President Donald Trump. In a Facebook Live address last night, Culp asked whether his supporters would endorse a congressional run in Newhouse's district. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Dr. Wayne Latimer's Chiropractic and Integrative Multicare specializes in all level of injury care. If you've been injured in an auto accident, on the job, have a sports injury, or a simple fall, call today for a free consultation. They offer a combined multi-care approach with medical, chiropractic, physical therapy, massage, and acupuncture. For relief from long-standing injuries to basic solutions for the weekend warrior, Latimer's Chiropractic Integrative Multicare is one stop, one location. It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
We should have done this months ago.
Wonder where that power line came from.
Wait, I've seen this before. Doug, right?
What's up? I don't know, maybe a tree fell in the line?
It's cool. I'll just go move it.
Ooh, that's a bad idea. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it an 11.
Yikes.
Yeah, 911, we've got a down power line.
That was close.
Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue.
Currently, Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is open for dine-in and take-out. Owner Justin Hefner and his staff are just as excited as you to get back to their regularly scheduled full menu, music, and poker. So stay tuned. Meanwhile, Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is serving a limited menu for lunch and dinner, dine-in or take-out.
Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. 2 variants of COVID-19 have made their way to Washington State in recent weeks, and in tonight's feature story, that's raising new concerns from health officials. In a video this week, Chelan Douglas Health Officer Dr. Malcolm Butler explained the variants and whether the vaccines currently being used will protect against those new forms of the virus.
How many COVID-19 variants are there? And does the current vaccine protect against these variants? And the answer is there are actually thousands of COVID variants, but only a few of them seem to be causing problems for us. And if you think about it, a mutation is actually more likely to make the virus less dangerous than more dangerous. But at least 3 of them are causing trouble right now. And these variants are typically named for the country in which they were first discovered. So the virus which is now in our communities is often referred to as the Wuhan variant because it was discovered in Wuhan, China. And then the most common new variant in the United States and in Washington State is the B.1.1.7 variant. And that variant was actually discovered in the United Kingdom, so it's often called the UK or United Kingdom variant. And then there's a variant from South Africa, and there's one from Brazil. And so the UK variant is in Washington State, and we are tracking that. And just this week, the South African variant was also discovered in Washington State. So they are here now. And then the question is, do the vaccines provide protection? The good news is yes. The current vaccines that we're using, so that's the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccines, they do appear to provide protection against these new variants. The difficult news is that there are some new vaccines coming out. Johnson & Johnson has one, and AstraZeneca. These are much easier to use because they don't have to be kept in a refrigerator the same way that the Moderna and Pfizer do. But unfortunately, some of them may not provide the same level of protection against the variants. So we're going to have to wait and see on those new vaccines. But the ones we have right now that we're using, yes, they do provide protection.
Time now to take a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. And how about that day today? Temperatures 10 degrees above normal. A beautiful look outside our weather window down at Rocky Reach Dam. And this shot from Localtel Sky-Fi, and it's at Omi Gardens. And boy, just a little bit of high cloudiness out there today, but plenty of sunshine, a bit of a breeze at times too, but a beautiful day. Unofficially, high temperature today, as I mentioned, almost 10 degrees above where we should be. 57 unofficially. 48 is our normal high temperature, 34 is where we started the day, and 31 is our normal low. Record high 1968, it was a nice one, 62 degrees. Record low 12 degrees, and that was set back in 1960. Sunrise 6:38. Sun will set tonight at about 10 minutes to 6. Let's take a look now at how our Hump Day Wednesday will shape up, and our weather isn't going to change much, folks, throughout the week and even into the weekend. Tomorrow, another beautiful day. Mid-50s in the Columbia Basin, Moses Lake 56, Ephrata 55. I think a little bit cooler tomorrow, even though we'll see lots of sunshine. 51 in Wenatchee, 49 in Eniat, and Lake Wenatchee, a beautiful day for you folks at 44 degrees. As we take a look at our surface loop now over the next 7 days, we'll begin with tonight, partly cloudy skies, just a light west breeze out there, patchy fog, and you can see some of that beautiful southwest flow moving our way. Low pressure here and high pressure here. High pressure is winning out at least for now, and it will into Wednesday too, with mostly sunny skies. A light breeze tomorrow, just beautiful, with high temperatures generally between 50 and 55. Of course, the Tri-Cities, upper 50s to near 60 degrees. For Thursday, partly cloudy skies. That area of low pressure begins just to push some clouds our way, but we're going to stay unseasonably warm on Thursday, with once again highs pushing the mid-50s, and there's that little bit of precip moving into western Washington Thursday. Also Friday, a bit of a wet one in that part of the state, mostly cloudy, and we could see maybe an isolated shower or two from that, but don't let it change your day any, because it's going to be a nice one with highs in the lower to mid-50s. And then as we kick off the weekend, mostly cloudy skies on Saturday. No chance for precipitation, and temperatures will still remain above normal. We'll see highs in the lower 50s on Saturday. For Sunday then, back to more normal temperatures. Partly cloudy, slightly cooler. We do have an area of low pressure tightly wrapped off the coast of British Columbia, so that could bring some cloudiness as we get into Sunday. It will be slightly cooler with highs mainly in the upper 40s. And then by Monday, partly cloudy, temperatures near normal. We could actually be a degree or two below normal as we get into Monday, but still nice with highs in the middle to upper 40s. Let's take a look now at your 7-day forecast. Tonight will drop down to 30. Beautiful tomorrow, 50 degrees, partly cloudy and 53 Thursday. Maybe some isolated showers on Friday. I think that'll be mainly in the western part of Chelan County. 52 for our high temperature, 51 Saturday, and then a bit of a cool down as we get into Sunday and Monday. Partly cloudy both days with highs mainly in the upper 40s. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Boating in the Wenatchee Valley starts at Bob File Boats and Motors. See their full line of Crown Line boats. Crown Line features the Forte gel coat, which perfectly accentuates the sporty silhouette of this boat. Its contours are further enhanced by Crown Line's patented fast tab hull design, which not only embraces the distinctive sports car styling, but also ensures a safe and comfortable ride. See Crown Line boats at Bob File Boats and Motors on Sunset Highway in East Wenatchee or online at bobfile.com.
Bob File Boats and Motors. We're dealing. Bob File's gonna make you smile.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think we should hire more people.
Doc, I'm late for a meeting.
I'm thinking of starting my own practice.
Do it. Too much capital.
We need a warehouse.
I can't imagine how we do that.
We should knock that wall down and expand.
Do it. There's always another wall beyond the wall.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
With TV advertising, what we want to do is more deeply connect with the community.
People spot me in different parts around North Central, Costco and Wenatchee, say, hey, you're the pizza guy. And so they wouldn't know that if it weren't for the TV commercials we've done.
We've been here so long that people already know who we are and what we do, but to have that image flash on their television screen as opposed to just hearing it in the radio or seeing it in the newspaper. I just love the fact that we can actually put our finger on when a customer comes in and says, I saw your ad.
It's becoming increasingly difficult in this digital age to know where are your customers listening or watching, because I watch all the different channels that they watch too, like Cooking Channel, History Channel, and so it was wonderful to be able to be on there.
I would say that if you want to do business in Wenatchee, then you should connect with the people of Wenatchee, and there's no better way to do that than with NCWLIFE.
Join us for the NCW Library Show. We've got something for everyone.
Our show is full of inspiration, learning, and fun. Check out our do-it-yourself STEM activities. Enjoy story time with Miss Claire. Get moving with an easy yoga flow with Miss Melissa. Get book recommendations from our NCW librarians, and much more. Tune in each week for a new episode. Also, find us online at ncwlibraries.org and follow us on Facebook for the latest library news and programs. Be kind and read on.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Tuesday to you. The WNBA will have to deal with a familiar face in a Seattle uniform for at least one more season. 40-year-old Sue Bird has re-signed with the Seattle Storm to play another season, her 18th in the league and 20th overall with the franchise. After leading the Storm to its 4th WNBA title in 2020, Bird said she would be back again if her health and body allowed her to do so. Bird took the 2019 season off, recovering from knee surgery. Back in 2020, she averaged 9.5 points and 9.2 assists per game. Under Bird's leadership, the Storm have won the WNBA titles in 2004, 2010, 2018, and last year she's back again. Well, the Pac-12 women's basketball tournament gets underway tomorrow at the Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas. Washington State will face Utah in the opening round at 5 o'clock. Washington faces Colorado at 8. Tournament games can be seen on the Pac-12 network. Girls soccer hits the pitch later today in high schools across north central Washington. Cashmere will host Cascade. In fact, that game just underway in Cashmere. Eastmont's on the road at Ephrata tonight at 7. Wenatchee also away from home tonight in Moses Lake for a 7 o'clock kickoff. Well, as the Mariners prepare to take on the Cleveland Indians today in Cactus League baseball play, a guy who's certainly happy to be back in a Mariner uniform is Mitch Hanigar. Hanigar missed most of 2 years with injuries and was back in the batter's box Sunday against San Diego. He said it was nice to feel the nerves again.
I mean, I was excited, definitely some nerves. Good to feel this again. I feel this every spring training and, you know, pretty frequently during the season too. But no, I think the last couple of days having live BPs, that really helped me prepare. Came down here a little early to stand in on some bullpens and, yeah, I've been feeling good, ready to go. So, I mean, the biggest thing for me is just missing the competition, you know. Obviously, I want to play any games, but when you're on the DL for so long, it's tough to find that fix with competition, and that's what I've missed the most.
Manager Scott Service says it was great to see Mitch battle so hard to get back on the field once again.
Yeah, really happy for him. He's gone through so much, and like I talked with him the other day, like, you know, we don't know how that's felt. Can never walk in his shoes and struggling through some different surgeries and whatnot. So I know he was really looking forward to getting out there today. It was nice to see him get a break and get that first hit out of the way as well. And, you know, we'll continue to monitor his playing time as we go along in camp. He's going to hit the top of the order. He'll get a couple of bats and he'll be out of there just to keep him going and keep building strength within his game. But he's looked great so far in camp. Nice to get that first game out of the way. He looked really good out there, very comfortable.
The poor guys had a heck of a go of it. Back in 2019, it was during a game with the Houston Astros that he fouled a pitch off. It hit him in the groin. He had to have emergency surgery down there. And then coming back from that, he had oblique surgery. And then coming back from that, he had back surgery. One of the big hurdles for Hanigar will be returning to his hitting prowess he had before being injured. He says they'll have to balance his time up as well as his time down resting.
I think it's just kind of play it by ear kind of thing. See how I'm feeling, and I know right now I'd like to play every other day, and I think for me, hopefully a couple DH days in there because, you know, I'm just trying to get at bats, and but I think, yeah, that's something that we're just going to kind of stay in communication with Scott and with KT and the training staff, and just have a slow build up and get ready to play.
Mariners were taking on the Indians today in Peoria. We'll have results tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. And by the way, if you didn't see the walk-off heroics by young talent Julio Rodriguez in Sunday's win, here you go.
Time game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. 3:05. My lead was changed. Yeah. Relay. It's relay. It's going to go to Red Jacks to beat you guys. Padres. Cool. That Julio guy. Yes. See what? vote the winner or kill the losers.
Oh, man, look at that weather down in Arizona. Well, area high school sports finally get back on the fields and courts last Saturday. Eastmont Athletic Director Russ Waterman says it was great to have some normalcy back.
It started for us. We hosted three teams with ourselves and Wenatchee and Chelan Saturday for volleyball. So we were here really early, 7 o'clock in the morning, setting up. And so it was great to see our cross-country team getting ready to go and get on the bus to go to Wahluke and run, and then followed by the girls' soccer team. We're traveling over to Wenatchee, and we had pictures for football teams. So they were in the gym not the gym, but the commons getting pictures, and volleyball players everywhere. It felt good. It felt real. It felt normal. We're all used to that chaos of game day. And then again, just watching every level from D team to varsity and volleyball, the kids competing and doing their doggondest to stay with the COVID protocols that we have and everything else. And overall, it's just a good day. I say, it beats the alternative.
Wenatchee Athletic Director Jim Beeson says they're trying to be creative on how they can have parents able to watch kids. They become helpers. Utmost concern, of course, is the health of their student athletes, and they're trying to do what they can without testing the athletes. You can see my conversation with Jeff Carlson at Cashmere, Russ Waterman of Eastmont, and Jim Beeson at Wenatchee on our website at NCWLIFE.com. We'll begin our week of live high school sports this week on Thursday here on the NCW Life channel. That'll be swimming, poolside, Eastmont Aquatic Center for that one. Swim and dive between Eastmont, Wenatchee, and Moses Lake. Then on Friday, we're at Lee Bofto Field for the Apple Bowl for Wenatchee and Moses Lake football. We'll wrap up our first week of coverage Saturday at Eastmont when the Wildcats entertain Moses Lake in soccer. That's a look at sports news. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. High school sports is back. And recapping tonight's top story, East Wenatchee police arrested a man and a woman over the weekend who they say were involved in a string of recent crimes in both Douglas and Chelan counties. It apparently started with a February 22nd vehicle prowl on 11th Street in East Wenatchee in which a credit card was stolen. The stolen credit card was then used to purchase about $280 worth of merchandise at 3 East Wenatchee businesses. Police say last Friday the same male suspect walked out of the Buckle in the Wenatchee Valley Mall with $720 worth of stolen jeans. When told to stop, the man reportedly told store employees, quote, "Touch me and I'll sue," unquote. The employees took pictures of the suspect's car, which was spotted by an officer Saturday in the East Wenatchee Safeway parking lot. The woman suspect was sitting in the vehicle as the male suspect unsuccessfully attempted to flee on foot. Police say a search warrant on the vehicle turned up evidence from 6 local cases and 2 others from vehicle prowls in Wenatchee. In addition, police say they found a syringe loaded with a suspected narcotic in the vehicle. The unidentified suspects are believed to have ties to the Moses Lake area. Now let's check in with Eric Granstrom for the last time for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Eric.
Thank you much, Grant. Well, Dan will be back tomorrow right here in this chair doing his duties for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, so I can concentrate on some sports. And we get ready for sports later on this week. Swimming on Thursday, or football on Friday, soccer on Saturday. Yeah. High school sports is back, so I get to concentrate on that. Dan tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Grant?
Thank you very much, Eric. Get some rest. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
Gentlemen, I'm Kerry Condata. This is the 12th District TV show, aired 8 times every week on NCW Life TV. We cover business and politics like no one else does it because I've been there and done it. 30 years self-employed, 16 years in the House of Representatives, and 12 years running campaigns across the state of Washington. That resume means you're getting information you can't get anywhere else. This is the 12th District. I'm Kerry Condata.